What is up, H-Town? Are y'all ready for some massive Houston Texans updates? Today, we are breaking down the wild rumor about a monstrous 3 first-round pick trade offer for our franchise savior, C.J. Stroud. Plus, Tank Dell is officially changing his jersey number, making a huge statement. And wait until you hear what Wyatt Teller revealed about Stroud's incredible behind-the-scenes recruitment. If you bleed battle red and deep steel blue, smash that subscribe button right now, because we are talking about a true championship culture brewing in the 713. Let's get straight into it, man.
C.J. Stroud is proving once again why he is the absolute truth in this league, handling his business both on and off the gridiron for our beloved Houston Texans. What is good, H-Town? Let me tell y'all something straight up about our franchise cornerstone. Wyatt Teller, the veteran guard who just touched down in the 713, recently opened up about how he ended up putting on that battle red and deep steel blue. And you already know who was pulling the strings behind the scenes. Yes, sir, it was none other than number 7 himself. Teller made it completely clear that Stroud played a massive, direct role in recruiting him to our squad. That is exactly the kind of alpha leadership we have been desperately craving around here for years. You see, when you have a young quarterback stepping up like a seasoned general manager, making calls and convincing top-tier talent to come block for him, that changes the whole trajectory of the organization. Teller could not stop raving about Stroud, praising his unmatched maturity, elite vision, and the contagious winning culture he has firmly established inside the locker room down at NRG Stadium. This is not just typical media talk. This is real respect from an established veteran who knows what a championship environment feels like. Stroud is literally building an absolute fortress here in H-Town. He is looking guys in the eye and telling them, we are chasing rings, nothing less. That type of swagger is exactly why free agents are suddenly looking at Houston as a premier destination. We ain't just the same old team anymore, man. We are a legitimate powerhouse on the rise. Teller saw that spark, he felt that genuine conviction, and he bought into the vision completely. Having a rugged, nasty offensive lineman like Teller protecting Stroud is going to be incredibly huge for our offensive production this season. It means more time in the pocket, cleaner passing lanes, and a punishing run game to balance the attack. But the bigger takeaway here is Stroud's magnetic pull. He's not just our quarterback, he's our lead recruiter, our cultural architect, and the heartbeat of this entire franchise. Everyone wants to ride with a born winner, and Stroud is proving he has the intangibles to lead us straight to the promised land. H-Town, we are really blessed right now, without a single doubt.
Hey Texans family, if you are loving how C.J. Stroud is stepping up as an alpha leader and actively recruiting absolute dogs to our offensive line, do me a massive favor and hit that like button. Drop a quick comment down below to let me know your thoughts.
Tank Dell is officially stepping into a brand new era, making a major change that has all of Houston absolutely hyped right now. Our star wide receiver is ditching his old number 3 jersey and permanently switching to the iconic number 1 for the upcoming 2026 NFL season. The Houston Texans confirmed this massive update by dropping an incredibly electrifying promotional video that immediately set social media completely on fire. You already know Dell wore number 3 during his electric rookie campaign, making crazy highlight plays and establishing a deadly connection with our quarterback. However, stepping into that number 1 spot is a heavy statement. In football culture, wearing number 1 means you view yourself as the premier alpha dog, the top target, and the absolute main event whenever you step onto that grass. Dell is practically telling the entire league that he is fully prepared to take over and completely dominate defensive backs every single Sunday. The hype video the team released was pure cinematic genius, showing flashes of his elite route running, his blazing speed, and that undeniable Texas swagger he brings to the field. For the fans who already bought his number 3 jersey, hold on to it, because that is going to be a vintage collector item someday. But seeing Dell rock the number 1 is going to be a totally different vibe. It perfectly aligns with the aggressive, unapologetic culture our coaching staff is actively building down here in the 713. Dell has that unmatched dog mentality, always fighting for those extra tough yards and consistently making defensive coordinators lose sleep at night. Changing numbers might seem like a small detail to outsiders, but real football minds understand the psychological boost it provides a highly competitive athlete. It represents evolution, renewed focus, and a relentless hunger for sheer greatness. He is literally rebranding himself for a massive breakout year, and the rest of the AFC South better be terrified. When you combine his shiftiness with the precision passing attack we currently possess, wearing number 1 is just a cherry on top. H-Town, you better get your wallets ready right now, because those brand new jerseys are going to sell out ridiculously fast. Tank Dell is fully locked in, focused, and preparing to show everyone exactly why he is truly number one. This season is going to be something incredibly special for our hometown hero.
What do you think about Tank Dell switching to that highly coveted number 1 jersey? I personally think he is going to have a monster breakout season. Drop a comment right now and let me know if you are buying the new threads.
CJ Stroud is undoubtedly the absolute heart and soul of our franchise, but the wild rumors floating around right now are totally insane. I need y'all to listen closely because the national media is currently buzzing with an absolutely ridiculous speculation regarding our superstar. Reports are aggressively suggesting that the Pittsburgh Steelers might actually try to put together a massive blockbuster package, offering 3 completely unprotected first-round draft picks in a desperate attempt to acquire our beloved quarterback. Now let us pause and take a very deep breath right here, Houston. This type of aggressive market chatter proves exactly how immensely valuable our guy has truly become across the entire league. 3 first-rounders is an incredibly massive haul that would normally make any rational general manager stop and heavily ponder the future. But let me be perfectly clear with y'all right now, Maine. The Houston Texans trading away their undisputed franchise savior is considered extremely improbable, if not entirely impossible. We spent countless years hopelessly wandering through the dark abyss of quarterback purgatory, desperately searching for a true leader to finally revive this deeply historic football city. Now that we've finally found our golden ticket, there is absolutely zero chance our front office is going to just hand him over to another AFC rival. Stroud is simply untouchable, completely off limits, and firmly rooted here in the 713. You cannot just slap a basic price tag on generational talent, elite pocket awareness, and that ice-cold killer instinct he possesses. Those draft picks could easily turn into massive busts, whereas we already know exactly what we have in our phenomenal quarterback. The Steelers are clearly starving for a legitimate leader to fix their struggling offense, so you honestly cannot really blame them for aiming extremely high and shooting their shot. But respectfully, they need to look somewhere else, because our guy is not packing his bags anytime soon. This wild rumor just serves as a beautiful reminder to every single Texans fan that we currently hold the most valuable asset in modern football. We are actively building a long-term championship dynasty, heavily centered completely around his elite arm talent and infectious swagger. The rest of the league can keep dreaming and tossing out wild fantasy trade scenarios. Our superstar quarterback is firmly staying right here in Houston forever, leading us to absolute glory each and every Sunday.
When you take a step back and examine these 3 completely separate news drops together, the overarching narrative is crystal clear. The Houston Texans have officially transformed into a legitimate powerhouse destination. We are no longer the underdog rebuilding franchise that the rest of the league ignores. With CJ Stroud operating as the undisputed face of the organization, we have a unique gravity that attracts elite veterans like Wyatt Teller, while simultaneously instilling supreme confidence in our young weapons like Tank Dell to demand greatness. The fact that opposing teams are allegedly considering offering unprecedented draft capital for Stroud just validates what we in Houston already know. We have the ultimate prize. The culture shift inside that locker room is tangible. Stroud's proactive leadership, Dell's evolving swagger, and the front office's steadfast refusal to even entertain ridiculous trade packages prove that we are fully committed to winning a Super Bowl. To wrap things up, the Texans are building something historically special. From Stroud's recruitment magic to Dell's bold new number, the vibe in Houston is electric. The entire NFL is finally realizing that we are coming for the crown, and our core is strictly untouchable. So H-Town, I have to ask you, out of everything we covered today, what excites you the absolute most about this upcoming season? Let me hear your wildest predictions in the comments section below. Keep it trill, stay loud, and as always, go Texans.